Hi, my name is Preet and I'm a trail guide this summer with the Yukon Conservation Society here at Miles Canyon. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge that Miles Canyon is situated within the traditional lands of the Kwanlin First Nation and the Tan-Kwachon Council. In this video today, I will be talking about some of my favorite plants and flowers around the area. So get ready for an adventure, because here we go. So we'll start off at the Ted Parnell House, which is home to the Yukon Conservation Society, or YCS. YCS has been around since 1968 and has been advocating and educating and conducting research on Yukon environmental issues. So YCS also administers the Miles Canyon Hikes program since 1980. So this is our 40th year. Whoa! So at the Miles Canyon Hikes program, we love to encourage people to come out and learn about the flora and the fauna, the history and the geology of the canyon. So here's just a quick list of the kind of plants and flowers we'll be talking about in this video. Oh look, it's everybody's favorite Yukon flower, a fireweed. So fireweeds usually appear after there's been a forest fire, and you can see them all over the Yukon. They're the territorial flower of the Yukon. And what some people may not know is that they're actually edible. So you can use them in jams, jellies, but you can also use them in hand creams. So if you just rip off the top part of the flower, like I did, and you just eat it. So here's a great picture to show you guys what fireweed looks like when it's flowered. Prickly wild rose is from the rose family. It looks like a small shrub with prickly stems, and it can be found on low to medium elevations. Many people enjoy harvesting the roots, leaves, and the petals, as well as the fruit. This plant can be used in jams, jellies, syrups, teas, or eaten as a snack. The fruit, which resembles bright orange, sometimes red in color, can be called also rose hips, and it is high in vitamin C. When harvesting rose petals, it's best to leave one on the flower so it can be pollinated. You'll probably notice these beautiful purple flowers at the very beginning of spring after the snow has melted. These flowers have an interesting backstory in the Yukon and could have been our territorial flower. Martha Black, a famous pioneer woman, thought that the crocus better represented Yukoners. Similar to crocuses, Yukoners are well and ready to come outside when spring has sprung. Additionally, similar to crocuses, Yukoners are also quite hairy. However, the crocus was already the national flower of Manitoba. Shortly after Martha Black had passed away, the territorial flower was then changed to the fireweed. A cool fact is that the fuzz that covers these flowers is used to help them stay warm in the chill of the Yukon spring. They are a beautiful purple flower, and in midsummer they look like this and go off to seed. Showy Jacob's Ladder is quite pretty, and you'll see it growing everywhere in Miles Canyon. The flower is named Jacob's Ladder for the arrangement of its leaves, looking like a ladder. They grow in dry and sandy, rocky areas. They are a perennial flower and can be first spotted in early summer. Arctic lupines. You will find these pretty purple flowers in late spring to early midsummer. The way these leaves are placed on the plant is important to helping it grow in poor soils. When it rains, the leaves grasp the rainwater to flow inward, carrying the water to the center, then flowing into the stem. In late June, the Arctic lupines go to pod resembling like this. Lupines are actually part of the pea family, and I would not recommend harvesting the pod, as they can be quite poisonous. Pasture sage. This silvery and greenish plant can be found on steep open slopes and sandy river terraces. They are a common find at Miles Canyon. Not only can you use pasture sage to spice up your meat or turkey stuffing, you can use it as a medicine. Many indigenous people of North America used it as a medicine for colds and fevers. By drinking it as a tea, it also serves as a really great digestive tonic. So I've got my pasture sage. I'm going to give it a good whiff. Yep, pretty strong scent. But I like it, so yeah, that's pasture sage. Yarrow. The scientific name of this plant is pronounced Achillea millefolium. Achilles stems from the name of Achilles, an ancient Greek hero. The story of Achilles' relationship with Yarrow varies. Some believe that the mother of Achilles dipped him in a vat of Yarrow as a baby and held him by the heel, so he wouldn't be wounded in battle. Others believe that Achilles was dipped into the river Styx instead and used Yarrow to heal his wounded soldiers. Yarrow is a great medicinal plant and can be used to heal wounds. It can also be drank as a tea to relieve headaches, colds, and fevers. In addition, it can also repel insects by rubbing it on. However, before rubbing it on your arms or legs, it would be wise to test it on the back of your hand or so to see if you would have any allergic reactions. Soapberry. Soapberry has a few different names like mooseberry and supalele. Many Yukoners may associate this berry with soapberry ice cream or Indian ice cream. The taste of these berries can be bitter but are a great source of iron and vitamin C. They can help with digestion and they can also be used to wash hair. Additionally, they can be used as a medicine to relieve itches and rashes. They are harvested around mid-August, and you can usually tell they are soapberry plants by the texture of the leaves, which are fuzzy and darkish green in color. Juniper. Juniper is usually found at Miles Canyon as shrubs close to the ground. It grows on sunny slopes. Juniper is quite well known for the flavor it is used as in gin, a kind of liquor. Besides this, juniper was also used medicinally by the First Nations for arthritis pains and stomach aches. They are an anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, and a diuretic. Juniper is in fact not a berry, but it is a cone and can take up to 3 summers to mature. Our video at the trail guiding office at the Parnell House. Obviously, we didn't learn about every single plant and flower that there is in Miles Canyon or Kwanlin, so if you're interested in learning about more, then come out to our hikes. We offer them from Tuesday to Saturday every summer, so come out, it's a lot of fun, and there's so much more information to learn.